hot.
Concurred.
I don't like dance movies for the most part. They're just
I don't. There's not. I mean, there's not one that's real memorable to me,
Wow.
other than maybe Dirty Dancing.
Okay.
But
even
maybe but
that.
that. But I mean, that came out during my childhood, so that could have one of those movies that sticks with you as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that could be part of that. Patrick Swayze and everything.
What I
But
could say, I prefer this type of movie, like these dance movies, over a musical. But
I'd rather watch a dance movie than a musical. Yeah.
that's not really saying a lot. So it's a little positive, I guess. A little positive.
Um, there's definitely some bad acting in this. I think on everybody's part.
A little bit.
I don't know if it. I mean, I don't know if it was the dialogue or the acting itself, or just a combination of the both. In a lot of the scenarios, really.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably got something to do with the writing of it or whatnot. Because I mean, this thing was only rated PG. It had some, I mean, it was steamy. It was a little steamy.
A
There
few
was
suggestive dance moves, and
Tatas.
yeah,
certain suggestive scenarios and situations, like with all the creeps on the dance floor and zipping her dress up, how he did it and all that
yep.
shit, and
Mhm.
it just showed good different character. You know what I mean? You show the dynamics between one perspective of mentality versus another one, and how you approach things or whatnot.
And they didn't bury the lead here. Like right off the bat, they told you that Raphael, the main Cuban guy, is going to America to get this job, and he's really trying to meet his biological father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, they didn't bury that. That was how the movie started. Is he writes the letter, and the guy. I I don't. They totally skip over how he finds out
Yeah.
that how he knows this guy is his father. Like they already start where he knows because his father and his mother worked on this cruise ship and had this affair. Um, so there's no background as to really what was in the letter he sent asking for a job and stuff like that, really. But like, I don't know, man. The dynamic was weird. The guy was kind of a douche. The father.
Yeah.
Raphael's acting was not good, and I didn't know this until I looked up on IMDb. He was some kind of famous Hispanic singer or something.
Yeah. The fuck was his name?
Cheyenne,
Cheyenne.
something,
Yeah.
which I had not heard of. So.
Definitely a pretty boy, but at the same time, like, can we just stop getting other people to play other people? Can we get a Cuban to play a Cuban, a Puerto Rican to play a Puerto Rican, an Asian to play an Asian, and a white guy to play a white guy? You know what I mean?
Dude, you know what annoyed me? So I'm going through this. This movie's 2 fucking hours long, which I was not expecting when I went to start it. The whole time I'm watching this, Raphael, the main guy, I'm looking at him. I'm like, he has some kind of familiar look to him. He reminds me of somebody, and it wasn't till towards close to the end where I'm like, fucking Cuban Brendan Fraser. Cuban 90s Brendan Fraser. I'm like, son of a bitch. That's who he looks like.
Oh shit! Now I'm looking at his face again. I'm like,
Look pull up a picture of him next to, the mummy Brendan Fraser. And tell me that doesn't look similar.
That's fucking funny.
Puerto Rican thing. There we go.
And
Bro,
was I right?
yo, that is Brendan Fraser from like just after like Encino Man and shit, like the Mummy era. That there's one of these headshots that he used, and it's like, yo, that really could be fucking Brendan Fraser in fucking brown face, like.
He's brown faced Brendan Fraser.
Fucked up. I hate that I seen this.
You're welcome.
In one photo, he's got a headshot. He looks a little bit like Uncle Jesse, and then these other photos, it's like, no, yeah, I can kind of see that from the right angle. I can kind of see that.
Like that was bothering me the whole movie. I'm like, he just like I've never heard of him, but he looks like something I've seen before.
That's funny. That's funny.
Um,
I can't unsee it.
yeah, you won't now.
I can't unsee it.
So for anybody that doesn't know, this guy's living in Cuba. He must be unemployed at the time. He writes this guy looking for a job. This guy was he some this Raphael, the main character, somehow knows this guy was intimate with his mom, basically. Knows it's his biological father. Doesn't tell him the reason he's looking to get the job, but this guy hires him. He runs a dance studio. So he goes to work in this dance studio, and is like a maintenance guy. Then I enjoyed the scene where he puts up all the decorations when they tell him he had to decorate for a party.
Mm.
He just puts up decorations from every
Mhm.
holiday.
Yep.
Like every single decoration they had.
And the people loved it, I guess.
Yeah.
So you might as well leave it because the people love it.
It's one thing. It's a common thing I've seen. Common theme. In movies where they're running a business, somebody has an idea that brings in customers or the customers of the business enjoy, and then they don't like the owner of the business is just fucking annoyed for some reason. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
they're like, "No, we're not going to continue this," because he tells, the guy running the dance studio, "You should keep these up. The customers love them." No, and he's like, "No."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Why?" It doesn't make any sense.
Just because it wasn't their idea.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
You can even bring it back to the movie Chef. Remember when he wanted to change the menu at the restaurant and the boss didn't want it, and then he went on that journey in the truck, and you see what happened. Even the critic was like, I can't criticize you. I want to back you." Like
that's the thing about running a business is you can't be pig-headed.
Mm-mm.
Nope. You employ people and you pay people for a reason, and it's not just to do their job. That's pretty much the bare minimum of what's expected. Like you want someone who wants to engage and help you grow or get things to move. Like you don't want to be resentful of that. That's a high five. That's something that you put in back of your mind, and you make sure that at some point you show an appreciation in whatever way you choose. It can be a monetary compensation. It can be an extra fucking couple days of vacation time. It could be, here's a gift card. Take your family out to dinner on me, whatever. But not to fucking be an asshole. Like, I don't understand. He just helped put food on your plate, and you're mad.
Yep, that's something you see a lot in in movies that involve somebody running a business. It's just the pig-headedness of not accepting a good idea from somebody else.
Yeah.
Was it? He was talking to the scenes that did actually make me chuckle in this is he's constantly being hit on by the older ladies in the dance studio.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of funny. There was even the innuendo where one of them's like, "I've never had a Cuban anything." I don't remember who said it, but
yeah, I remember that line. I don't remember who said it either. It might have been the girl he ended up with.
Vanessa Williams.
Rosa.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was.
Yeah, because they were like downstairs or something, right?
I don't remember.
Yes.
Again, I'm gonna forget this movie in a couple weeks altogether. So
shit, yeah.
It's crazy that honestly I'm looking at this, and when Sturdy sent me the poster for it, and I was like, okay, I got the right one, but did someone just make like a Dirty Dancing version poster of this for the movie, or did they literally just take the Dirty Dancing poster, reshoot it with these new actors, and look, even the writing to it looks like it belongs to Dirty Dancing?
Yeah, a little bit.
I can bring it up. Give me a second.
Or yeah, I mean, I'm like, bro, that's it. Wasn't that pretty much the same cover as like? Not maybe it was Save the Last Dance or fucking Dirty Dancing Havana Nights or something. I feel like that's what it was.
Oh, maybe Havana Nights. Which I still can't believe we watched and how awful that was.
Oh my gosh. Yes, we did. We did.
Another scene I actually enjoyed is where So this Raphael doesn't have a car to get around, so he's on the phone with the map. Uh, like annoy, you know, over exclamating how many all
Oh my
the
god.
places, how far it took him, he would have to go to get to places, and then walk 15 blocks. Well, Vanessa Williams is just standing behind him. She's like, "It's not going to work." And a big trick to get her to drive him somewhere. That was kind of a well done scene.
Bro, it really was. It's verbatim the same fucking cover, just with a
Oh man,
modern font and like repositioning for modern day fucking marketing. Look at this shit. It's literally the same fucking thing. The dude just has a little bit longer hair. And it's a white girl instead of a black girl. That's fucking insane.
I
Oh,
totally forgot
shit.
we even watched this until
Me
you
too.
mentioned it.
Me too. Until just now. Holy shit, that was funny.
Like, what
Uh,
the fuck?
Holy shit.
The
was it? I don't
timelines,
even,
they're unraveling, man. All the
they
timelines are
are
unraveling. The internet fucked it
just
all up.
just all falling apart. I don't even have a lot of notes on this. What else did I even write down? Uh, was it when they go to the dance competition? Raphael's dance with the blonde girl. That was actually that was a pretty good dance scene, actually. Not gonna lie, it was impressive. Uh,
These movies
I don't
gotta
know.
hit those marks, so it definitely is a buzzkill for these movies. Because if you don't have,
Yeah.
if you got like a dancing or a story driven with heavy music presence, and there isn't a scene that, or at least one scene that you dive into because of the dance or something, then there's these movies would be a 1-2 all day.
I have no rhythm whatsoever, so I would try taking dancing lessons.
Hey man, in the great words of Gloria Stefan, the rhythm is gonna get you, bro.
Yeah.
Can you feel the beat?
I have no rhythm, so
Oh
I need
shit.
lessons if I ever want to dance. Uh, dude, I was so at the dance competition where the older lady comes out yelling, "I want to try that." I was so sure he was going to pick her up and drop her.
How
So sure.
many times do
Oh,
you think it happened
that's,
in the?
I mean, he never really picked her up.
that's true.
I didn't give it a low ass rating, FN Jax. Just so you know, I gave it a 6. Sturdy gave it a 2, and what did you give it, Chris? A
3.
3.
Trace.
Mm-hmm.
Gave it Trace.
Yes,
It's hard
sir.
to give a dance movie anything higher than that, unless it's real, real funny or the story's really
No.
good. And this was one
Uh,
of those to me.
Cuban Brendan Fraser
And just
didn't
so
do
we're
it for
clear,
me.
I'm not the one who bullies the 10-year-olds. The 10-year-olds
That's
bully me.
all I'm ever going to
So
call that guy.
good
Cuban
try
Brendan
on that
Fraser.
one.
He didn't do it for you.
No. Uh, I didn't actually. When Vanessa Williams goes back to her douchebag partner there, I didn't think they were going to win the competition. I didn't really expect them to get first place. I thought they'd finish in like second or something, and
Mm.
he would flip out. That's what I was anticipating.
I was kind of thinking the same thing actually.
Bro, I called it. I called it in the chat earlier. I can't. I'll talk to you off stream in a little bit.
Oh shit.
I called it, but either way, it's funny. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming.
But I don't know, man. I don't have a lot to go on this movie here. There wasn't really anything that impressed me. A couple cool dance moves, and that was about it. But
Yeah, I'm not.
Vanessa Williams, Vanessa Williams looked good.
Yeah, I'm not saying the movie was fantastic or like really that far above average, but it was about average for me. I give it a little bit extra. I could be a little bit biased because I have rhythm and I like movies like this. It makes me dance and shit like that. But other than that, like, yeah. I mean, like I said, if certain things aren't hit with these movies, it's an automatic low grade for them. But this one hit a couple strides for me. It wasn't too bad.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. You're back.
Do I even watch movies? Yes, I do. I don't pretend to watch the movie. I don't act like I watch the movie and go and watch other reviews and then come on
Let's
and
see what's on
just
our
fake it till
docket
I
for
make
next
it.
time.
No, I watch
Yes,
every single
yes.
moment of these movies, and if I didn't, I say
In
it on
two
the
weeks.
podcast.
2 weeks from now. Terrible. Oh, Disney.
I do got a bunch of other movies coming through on the
Looks
midnight
like one
matinee,
of
so stay
Disneyland
tuned on
guards.
the YouTube
All
channel for
right.
that.
How many movies are on here? Have we even hit this wheel since we put it on?
We hit it once at least because we did the Lion King movies.
Oh, those were on here. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what we get with Disney.
But
The fuck
again,
is it? Oh,
appreciate
that's
you
the wrong
coming
wheel.
through, FN Jax. I really do appreciate it. No
Wrong
matter
show.
what anyone tells you or
Get
whoever
get your
you
shit
come
together.
to try to defend,
Listen, man.
don't worry about it, bro.
Look, you're
A
not
lo-
even signed in.
Peace be with you.
It's been a long time since we did this.
A week, maybe.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Some of them have like the sequels together with it, I believe. So obviously those would be one. Oh shit! I forgot to turn that off.
No,
Oh,
the
it
sound
makes a
effect's
sound.
good. That's awesome.
I didn't know it made a sound. I can't see what that is.
Looks like Ratatouille.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Wait, there's celebratory sound effects as well?
Yeah.
Dope.
Patton Oswald, right? The voice is.
Huh?
I think
Yes.
Patton Oswald is the voice.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think so, yep.
He was in. I'm just saving it on the list really quick. So.
Ratatouille.
That's gonna be fun.
I'll work.
I was excited for this wheel. I really was.
Yeah. Had the wife throw this one together. It was just easier. Throw a Disney wheel together, and she was excited to do it.
Thank you.
Oh, Goofy movie. Come on, Goofy movie.
You ask, you shall receive.
Wow.
Just by a hair on the chinny chin chin.
I loved this movie when it came out.
Bro, this
I forgot all about
soundtrack, this whole movie's almost a goddamn music video. It's fucking shit still slaps, bro.
I love this movie.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, it's.
We might as well just do our review on it now, give our ratings. No. We'll see you next week, ladies, or the week after, ladies and gentlemen.
2 weeks for those, yeah.
All right, Ratatouille and a Goofy movie.
I'm down.
That's gonna be a fun review. That's gonna be a fun freaking review.
Oh man.
So I guess now we can discuss what was the other movie called again?
Stand and Deliver.
Stand and
Stand and
Deliver.
Deliver.
The opposite of James.
The Math
sit,
Man.
Sit and don't move.
Damn.
Holy shit! This movie I actually liked. This movie was a hell of a lot better than the first one. Ratings. Cinco.
Actually, that's exactly what I was thinking. Cinco.
I'm gonna put this one at a 6. I might change my ratings a little bit, but I'm gonna put this one at a 6 too.
6.
Yeah.
I know at the beginning it said based on a true story. I don't know what liberties they took or anything like that. Because they flashed that at the beginning, and then at the end, as Edward James almost is walking out of the school hallway after they took the kids take the test for the second time, and they keep showing you each year the number of students that increased for passing the AP calculus
Make
test.
sure you definitely tune in 2 weeks from now for that Ratatouille.
Which I assume those numbers are accurate. That seems like an easy thing to prove.
I think that's going to be a great episode, a lot of fun on it. Yeah. So feel free.
But as far as how these kids took the test to begin with, the story behind that, I have no idea how close to the actual story this was.
I like these kind of movies, when they're done right, and I feel like this was done right for the tone of the film and for what it was trying to portray. Because sometimes they'll overdo it with how the kids act or how the
Yeah.
students act,
Yeah.
and this one didn't do it. It didn't make the kids act like too bad or too crazy or too whatever.
I can see that because I mean the point of the story is taking these group of kids that nobody expects anything from and getting them to pass one of the hardest tests there is to take.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem with that is you can't focus on that. You need to fill out backstory on these characters so that you actually care about them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's probably where the liberties come in and stuff like that. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the teacher's first day on the job, where they break into his car and steal his radio.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, damn, already, shit.
Fresh meat.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, the teacher was rough.
The Finger Man.
Oh yeah, he
That
was.
shit was funny.
Yeah, where he just kept going on about the headbanger there, or not the headbanger, but the gangbanger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it for the simple fact, like Sturdy said, it they weren't overselling the Cholo thing, and like it's kind of, especially since we've seen Blood In Blood Out and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. You know what I mean? We definitely have other things to compare it to with them trying to portray that, and I thought they did all right with it. I didn't think it was too over the top or too oversold, like Sturdy said. So that's why, again, not the world's greatest movie. It was decently written. It tells a decent story of overcoming adversity. It wasn't shot horribly or anything like that. So again, to me, from today's standards and where we are, it's average to above average for me for a movie.
The only thing that bothered me with the movie is I couldn't really tell what kind of timeline they were working on.
Ah.
Like, are they, you know what I mean? Like, are they going to school year round because they're forcing these kids to go to school in the summer between like 7 and noon for this AP class.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden they've been there for 2 years. This guy's been teaching them for 2 years to get them ready for this test or something like that. Like, what fucking kind of timetable are we on here? What
I
I'm
have
like,
no idea.
the time is flying in this movie, and I'm like, and this is the only class they have. Are they constantly just studying math?
No,
Like,
no. Yeah, definitely derives a few plot holes and a few continuity issues, but at the same time, if you like rejumble it up a little bit in some spots, it lines up to what exactly happened. How he came in his first day, he was supposed to be teaching computers, ended
computers.
up being in math. This shit happened, so he's like, let me teach the calculus course and I'll take care of it and I'll make sure the kids pass, and then fucking going from there. So he might have been there already at that point for 6 months to a year, and then that shit happens. So now he has the year to fucking get them ready again to have them go take it, essentially.
And then there's the scene where they're talking about the school losing its accreditation, and the principal. I don't know if he asks if everybody's doing what they can or says something along those lines. And he raises his hand and says he could do more, but then they never show him he can teach more or something like that. But they never show him teaching anything other than specifically this calculus class. So, like, did he teach other things or like? Not entirely sure what was going on there. Uh, young Blue Diamond Phillips, crazy man. Because I don't know if I feel like I've seen this movie when I was a kid or whenever it came out. But
I think
seeing Lou
88.
Diamond Phillips that young was just like, son of a bitch. He just looks almost exactly the
I was
same.
gonna say he almost didn't age at all.
No, he's hardly aged at all.
Mm-mm.
What was the musical documentary ish movie we watched that he was in?
With J Lo, right?
Was it? It wasn't La Bamba. No.
No, J Lo.
No, it was it La Bamba? Yeah, it was La Bamba, wasn't it?
Was it?
I didn't think he was La Bamba. Was he? Maybe it was.
I thought you were thinking. No, it wasn't that movie with J Lo. Where it was like a doc. It was a movie, but it was like a documentary type where she was telling the story of her husband that
A
died.
biopic. Biopic is the word I was looking for.
Yeah, it was La Bamba. Yeah, it was.
It was La Bamba.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
where he's walking around with the guitar and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right.
Gotcha.
What the fuck was this guy's name that he was portraying? I fucking always forget. Always forget.
Was it? It wasn't Richie Valens, was it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Louis Val or Louis Valdez. What the fuck is wrong with me here?
Richie Valens.
Richie Valens. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, man. Lou Diamond Phillips is always looked like Lou Diamond Phillips. Wow.
Now I'm gonna freaking search what he looks like modern day. Like right now, how old is he?
76. That's my guess.
Wow.
76
Another,
or 82.
he's got to be late 60s.
All right, all right. He literally looks the same, just with a salt and pepper beard. His hair comb over is the fucking same. His facial structure's the fucking same. He has one or two wrinkles, and that's it. Fucking
There you go,
vampire.
man. There you go. Another thing I noticed while I was watching this is all the movies I've seen where teachers trying to teach
He's
like
fucking
underprivileged.
Filipino.
Is he Filipino? Is that what he is?
Filipino American actor, film director, breakthrough
Okay.
film starred Richie Valens. Yeah. Oh wow. I thought he was just born in the Philippines, like his dad was stationed out there. But this motherfucker Filipino.
All right.
Learn something new every day, right?
There you go.
God.
Um, what was I saying? Oh, movies where you're watching the teacher try to get through to like underprivileged kids and stuff like that. It seems like this one in particular skipped over a lot of those hardships. Like they basically went from him teaching the class and the kids being, assholes on the first day to the next time he's teaching the class, just about everyone's on board.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They didn't show too much of him having to earn the kids' trust or anything like that. I mean, a couple kids,
Yeah.
but the class. It seemed like the class was pretty much on board once after 1 or 2 days. So I felt like there probably could have been more conflict there with him trying to get trust, pull trust from those kids and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But then again, based on a true story, I don't know. Maybe everyone was on board.
It's tough with that. It's tough with that. It's possible though. I mean, because it's a teacher that's finally giving them a chance and like believing in them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
it's that,
maybe this is a question for you, Eric. Were fishnets really a fashionable choice?
I have no idea. I don't know why that. I don't know why
Like,
I'd be able to answer that question.
For holdups and B&Es, yes.
like just put in a fishnet, like wearing a fishnet is enough of a
I, I, I have
disguise
yeah.
if you're gonna rob someone. Is that what it is?
Again, you're asking the wrong gentleman.
Keeps your face squished just enough and obscured.
Well, they weren't wearing it over their face. They're just wearing it like a fucking hat.
That's
Like Blue
ridiculous.
Diamond Phillips and the gangbanger guy.
That's
Which,
interesting.
by
I
the
think I've
way,
seen that
once
movie
Blue
probably
Diamond
around
Phillips
ninth
decided he was going to
grade,
take the
10th
class
grade.
seriously, they didn't show him with the gangbanger guy again until they got into the one scene where he's driving the car and he's, yelling at the cop.
Yeah.
Mm,
He was all concerned about being seen carrying a book for the class, and then they never showed him in any kind of conflict with the gangbanger guy that he was with before that.
yeah. But remember, he did get 3 books: one to leave in his locker, one to leave at home, and one to leave in the library. I forgot.
No, what? Yeah, one was home, one was for the locker, one was in the class or something. I don't know,
Or in
but
the library or some shit. It was
that wasn't the point. Like they never showed him with the gangbanger friend again
no, they
until
really
that
didn't.
car scene
They didn't.
towards the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So I felt like that was a little weird. Like they didn't show him trying to get away from him or anything like that. He was just
And you
there
almost
in class.
forgot about him.
Yeah.
You almost forgot about him until you see him come. Like, oh shit, I forgot all about this guy.
Bro, that's how it kind of happens, though. You get busy with shit, your life and all your projects or, shit going on, and then you don't hear from somebody for a little bit, and then time, creates a little bit of separation, and then one party starts to feel some type of way sometimes, and the other one's just like, bro, I was just doing shit. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's the one scene I really enjoyed is where they formed the math problem with gigolos.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty good.
That was funny.
It's like trying to figure out how many girlfriends this gigolo has.
What made it even funnier is when the other people came in, and they were still talking like that and acting like that.
Yep.
I was like,
Well,
oh,
like the principal and the school administrator come in to
mm-hmm.
observe. So
Mm-hmm.
that was a good scene. What else did I write down?
Again, these weren't like I said the most enthralling storytellings.
Mm-mm.
No. I mean, how pissed would you be if, oh yeah, the fact that they think all the kids cheated on the test. Like, how pissed would you be if you busted your ass to study for a test and then
Mm-hmm.
got accused of cheating?
I'd be mad as fuck, and then have to do it all over again.
Yeah.
Been there, done that, just not on a test of this magnitude. That's for sure. Definitely had a teacher think that fucking because I was never paying attention and always disrupting the class that I wasn't paying attention or that I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But I would do the homework. I'd come in and fucking all of a sudden get good grades, and it's got to the point she was like, "How? What? I don't understand." Well, you're gonna start taking your test after. Okay, that's fine.
Well, I remember taking one class in early in college. I think maybe it was like an economics class or something. And I never raised my hand to answer any questions or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And participation, and it was like part of your grade.
Yeah.
And I think once I found that out, I started raising my hand for everything until the teacher got sick of me. She's like, I thought you, and I got like 100 on the test. She's like, I thought you were a dumb dumb.
Hmm.
It's like,
But
and
you're
I
a
eventually got to the point where she's like, just keep your hand down. I'm like, well, he told me it was part of the grade, so
mm-hmm.
That's funny. That's funny.
uh,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't know. There was they steal his car and fix it up.
Yeah.
That was uh that was a little twist and turn scene right there, where it seemed like
Oh,
he was
and
fed
that's
up
how
with
these
the
two.
job because
That's
they
how these
thought he
two
stole
movies
his car.
connect. That's how these two movies connect. Because then Dance with Me,
Oh yeah,
Dance and
Ra-
Spinning Dude fixed up the one truck.
Raphael steal. Yep,
Yeah, he
fixes
didn't
up his
steal the
father's
truck, but he
truck.
fixes up his boat.
There's your connection. Yeah, they fix up cars in both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know the scene where the teacher goes in and threatens the investigators. That was pretty good. Where he's yelling about them.
Yeah.
Oh, and he was like, "I'm gonna beat your ass if I see you on the
Yeah, I
street."
got
Yep.
you on the street. It's on site, homie.
I was like, "Oh shit,
Yeah, he went straight.
Yeah.
that old Spanish dude is wild." I know not to say nothing crazy around them. Fuck that.
Nah, I mean it just sucks because when you gotta step out and advocate for people, like sometimes you gotta make some noise, man, and it sucks
Yeah.
to say, but sometimes people won't fucking give you the time of the day or hear you unless you do, and sometimes that can play against you. You know what I mean? But you gotta read the situation in the room, and I think he did the
Mhm.
right thing. He was going to fight for his fucking kids. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with what he did. I'm just saying. I'm definitely not disagreeing with what he did. He did
So
definitely the right thing because he made him finally fucking listen by doing that.
Yep. Yep. And I don't know, like, yeah, I'm sure some people would feel like, oh, here we go. But at the same time, I mean, that may have been a last resort to be like, well, if these weren't fucking Hispanic names on the back, on the fucking behind these first names, that this probably
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have been the situation. And I'm like, yeah, I guess, but at the same time, different era, and for sure, like I'm sure stuff like that at times happens now, but I feel like it's a little bit less. You know what I mean? I feel like things have kind of progressed a little bit past that, situation. It still does occur. Don't get me wrong, but for the most part, I feel like times have changed a bit. Times have changed a little bit.
I think it's back and forth, but we'll see.
it all depends on the area,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true too. We're up here in New York where we got a good mix of stuff, so
we
you know
definitely do.
we run into it every so often. But then there's enough people either who can advocate or at least that are the people that will speak up. That's like, all right,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Yep, no, can't do that. Can't fuck with that. Oh yeah, that's a bad look.
Mm-hmm.
Which still leads me to the question Bud Light situation. Nobody fucking told them like this might be.
It's
you know.
what the Bud Light's problem is that they flip flopped and
Yeah.
they didn't just pick a direction and stuck with it.
Yep. Yep. Just own it and fucking roll with it, and it is what it is.
Like,
but when businesses and companies do that, we all know it's not for the right cause. It's just
Right.
about money.
well, the only thing I'll say about the Bud Light thing, what's funny about it is literally every brand of beer has come out with a pro like gay pride type design on their cans, and then this is what people are boycotting. Literally, first off, Bud Light, the company that owns Bud Light, doesn't just own Bud Light.
Right.
So not buying this one specific beer has not hurt them that much.
Nope.
You're drinking other beer that they produce. So get off
They've
your
increased sales now of other lines that were suffering.
Stop pretending to be upset about something you don't give a shit about or you never would have paid attention to before.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're gonna boycott a beer because they supported gay pride, stop drinking all beer because all of them have promoted it in some way, shape, or form. So I mean, it's ridiculous, but
yeah,
whatever.
Yep. You know what's funny about that though? The people that are like that just love the nastiest freaking beer. I'm like, you love this freaking piss water? This is what you guys are getting so upset about? Jeez. It's fucking $3 can of beer. Fuck, relax.
It's the best bang for the buck, okay, man?
You say so. Shit.
I don't drink beer, so yeah, sure, whatever.
I don't drink at all anymore, but I'm just saying when I did, I wasn't buying that bullshit. What the fuck? That's like beer pong beer to me. That's like beer pong beer.
Yeah, that's like when I go to buy beer for myself to drink, I never drink, Bud Light or
fuck no
shit like that. But
grab me a Bud Light.
I wasn't not because I thought I was above it or anything. That's that mentality. That's like the cheap beer pong type beer.
No, that's what it is. It's just
if I go out to the bar and it's like Bud Light's $3 or $4 as opposed to other beers that are like
maybe
$5 or $6.
It depends on for me. It would depend on the beer and the alcohol percentage. So
it depends on the kind of mood you're in. Do you want one beer that'll fuck you up, or do you want to drink for an extended time?
It's like, bro, back in the day, we used Keystone Ice and
that too.
Keystone, sometimes baby. Miller.
Keystone. Yeah, all that cheap shit. All that cheap.
If I was going with the cheaper stuff, I'd usually get like Miller Lite. Anyway, but
it's like we were slumming it compared. You had the good stuff, bro. You had the shit we had after tax time.
Dude.
We took out the personal Keystone. One for the Bud Light.
I go Keystone for beer pong.
Nice.
I mean, Jesus, me and 2 or 3 friends would down a 30 rack of Keystone before going out. We were like, we need to be hydrated for this. Because it wasn't about getting drunk.
Damn.
We never went down the Natty Ice route, though.
Oh, we've done it once or twice.
Mm-mm.
Yep. Yeah.
You ever have a 40 of Big Bear?
Never heard of Big Bear. Oh,
I don't know that one. Old E, yeah. Edward 40 hands.
But Big Bear, yo, that was probably one of the nastiest malt liquors I've ever had in my life. And my family's a bunch of drinkers, and none of them wanted it. They were like, yo, I told you not to get that shit. Like, just because it was so cheap. And I think I ended up giving it to one of my boys. I was like, yo, here, man, I don't want any of this. I don't even want to look at this. It was awful.
I mean, it's, God, college days.
So many great memories. Can we do like old school in real life? Can we start a little fucking social club?
My body can't handle that.
Mine either.
Come on. I want to get a little. I want to get a tub full for wrestling, Jello. I want to do it all again. Get the slip and slides going.
The slip and slide's the only thing I'd consider.
I'm almost scared of those now. Like if you land wrong and you bang your knee,
fracture a hip and shit.
I mean, that's it. And I have a pretty decent walk from the parking lot to my job. I know they ain't gonna give me no damn
Dude, so
handicap
do I. Yeah,
special,
so do I.
so I can't be limping on the way
I
downtown
mean,
Albany to my job.
my backyard has a slight slant to it. I don't want to end up in the fence.
Mm-mm. Smack the fence, boom, go right through it.
Yeah.
Fuck it, guys. Just keep the cameras rolling. I got this.
What was it? It's our just like the KY slip and slide. That's what we never did.
The KY slip and slide.
Is
Yeah.
there? I wish we. Oh man, back in the day, like I just had a picture of like KY wrestling in those little tubs with little people.
There is no joke. Was it Night Moves in Latham would promote midget fights, midget wrestling?
No.
Yeah, they
Mm-hmm.
would have midget wrestling. Let me see. I took a screenshot when I lived in
Either
Latham.
Oh
wrestling or
shit.
boxing, but yeah.
Let
Oh
me see.
shit.
Like I stopped and took a picture of the sign when I was driving by it once.
Bro, sturdy that ninja from the clips on the Mick at Might. Oh man, the short little ninja.
Oh yeah,
With
yeah.
his little
And
arms and little legs.
I didn't forget my next stream when I'm gaming is gonna be called I'm the Flash because that little kid, I'm the Flash, and turned around and was going around. And just I was like, oh my god, that's funny.
Was Francis there for that one?
I
Or was
don't remember.
was she out of town?
I don't think she was here for that one.
That
That was
shit
last
was
Friday.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was last Friday.
Oh my god. Fucking dying, bro. Fucking dying.
Oh, it was. Oh my gosh. I hope we do that again over there because that was too freaking funny. Too freaking funny. But
I'm
shit, I
determined
guess.
to find this picture now.
Wait, what picture? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember what they called it. Midget wrestling, midget fights. Either way.
Ankle biters.
oh man.
Oh shit, dude. I'm sorry. I just can't help
I am
myself on that one.
Oh shit.
I'm done with the movies by the way. I'm just so tired. I
Oh,
have nothing else on these anymore. Anyway.
that's fine. I'm good. I'm good on them too.
I feel like we spent the appropriate amount of energy on them for what exactly they gave us, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems about right.
And again, people, we'll be back in 2 weeks to review Ratatouille and a Goofy movie. So tune in for that. And thanks for popping by. Peace. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.
See you guys soon. All right, let me end mine real quick for